Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. TTS Tana in the building. What's up, bro?
Okay, what's good, man? How y'all doing?
Man, I'm excited to have you here. You know, I had TG and Kenzo on not too long ago, and through listening to their music, I got put onto you, and I'm very excited that you're here with me today, bro.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me, man.
Yo,
Thanks for having me.
can I tell you first of all, because I was actually talking to somebody about this earlier today, like obviously I have y'all here at separate times, but when I had the two of them here, and when I was talking to them about you and them and their music, it's like it was kind of giving me flashbacks, right? Because I remember when B-Love, K, and Dougie first all sat down with me together, and in the sense of like three artists who really stick together, three artists who are always together, three artists who work together to uplift each other and kind of get to that next level, and even like obviously with the music you're making too, but like the three of y'all really reminded me of them three.
Nah, that's
when
crazy.
I was and I got that I'm dead ass. I got that feeling when I had them here and when we were talking about you, and I'm just like, yo, I had this feeling about the three of y'all, and it's kind of crazy. It's the same feeling I had when I had them back on the show, not even a year ago, like last May or something.
That's crazy.
Like that.
It was a couple months ago. I really appreciate that though, now. But we be locking in. When we met, it was crazy. Like the energy was just like raw. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was like organic. You just locked in. You feel me? And it got deeper than rap real quick. Got deeper than rap real quick. So it's like started really locking in with each other, fucking with each other.
Right, because you're originally from Brooklyn.
Right.
So I want to talk about like your time in Brooklyn, but since we're on the topic of meeting them, so like when you moved to, how old were you when you met them? Because obviously I know you moved to the Bronx at a youngish age.
Yeah, I was this age, 24.
24.
Yeah.
Was when you met them.
Yeah.
So how did y'all first meet? Like how did that first happen?
My shorty, for me, my shorty, one of my boys, one of my boys. Yeah, like, yo, you gotta do a song with my mans and shit. I didn't really know TG, like, for me, like the clout part. I didn't really know about that shit. So long story short, met up with him, went to the studio, did the message shit. He was like an hour late, all that.
He was an hour late.
Hour late, all that, but we killed that shit.
And that was just the beginning of this beautiful friendship between the three of y'all.
Absolutely right.
It's kind of crazy because like how one record can turn into like this friendship that like becomes, you know, obviously one song, but then it's just like more songs and more songs, and y'all are always seen together. You guys kind of become like this little trio in people's brains, in the same vein that like, you know, after Brotherly Love happened, like you know, B-Love, K-Flock, and Doug were like a trio in people's brains.
Definitely. Too. That's how, you know, we try to make it be like that, stick together, you know, all for one for all. That's how we move.
Right.
We made a pact.
You made a pack. What pack did you make with the two of them?
I can't. You can't. You know.
Okay, you can't say that. But it's more like it's like a brotherly pack type
brotherly
shit.
Pack, gangster.
Word. So where in Brooklyn were you originally from?
East New York.
East New York. So when did you move to the Bronx?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. So like when you first started doing music, were you really kind of into like the Brooklyn drill sound? Because obviously the sounds are different. Obviously it's still New York City drill, but like was that kind of?
I was still, you know, on that way. And I started listening to KK. I ain't gonna front K-Flock. We call him KK. I started in KK and shit. I'm like, okay. That's why I really didn't hear TG. So I'm listening to KK. Then I got put on the TG shit. That's what it was. I'm like, all right, this is the wave. Like, not that bad.
Right.
And I just had to be myself. It wasn't that hard for me because it's like this. We talk about this shit. It's like different beats and different swagger, different way to approach it. That's all it is.
Right. I feel like, you know, different swagger most definitely, because like even the way that people flow over Brooklyn beats and obviously Bronx beats are very different. But when you met, so did you meet K when you came over here too? Did that also happen?
The day I met KK, he got locked up. Not for that, but
something else.
Yeah, he got locked up. And it's every time I post Meet K, some bullshit going on. That nigga's crazy, free K. Gangster.
You said every time me and K is supposed to link up, something happens.
Yeah, something happens.
Damn, bro. Well, okay, we'll hope that when he gets out, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I talk to him, you know, free K. You talk to him on the phone and shit. You wish you met me. I said the same shit, you know. It's all love.
He in good spirits.
Yeah, good spirits, all love.
When you moved, so why did you make that move? Was it just kind of like a family thing? Was it for you? Like what was the move from Brooklyn to the Bronx?
It was like really a family thing. Okay. My shorty type shit.
Okay. Yeah. Just to get out of Brooklyn type shit.
Yeah.
Because I know like even growing up, you know, I seen some of the other interviews you did. I saw like the story of like you running away and doing all this this crazy stuff as a kid.
Some family shit, yeah. After first I was 14 when I first ran away and shit like that. I graduated to the street. I said I graduated to the streets when I was 14, and it was up from there. You know, my mom used to try to cover herself, call the cops and shit, you know, because I got other siblings, so, you know, how that shit is, so. But I never went back home. So.
You've been on your own ever since.
Yeah.
Have you been doing the music the whole time too, or like
Yeah, the whole time.
just grinding through it?
Got videos from 7 years straight raw, talking about the same thing we talking about today.
Do you ever feel like? Did you ever at any point, kind of be like, damn, maybe this isn't for me? Like, did you have those moments? 'Cause,
Yeah.
Obviously you've been, you said 14 and you told me you're 24
Yeah,
now.
definitely. I definitely was starting to feel like, all right, look, feel me. It's like if I don't do it in this year, it's over. Like I'm giving up. And it's like it just so happened. God heard me and just like everything just started picking up. Seriously, like crazy.
What do you feel like you would have done if you had like stopped doing the music?
I don't know, cause I was putting my all into it. I don't know, honestly, man. Cause I was gonna put my all into it this one last year. Cause I feel like I haven't been putting my all into it. I feel like I loved it. I had a passion for it, but I wasn't, like, full drive on it.
Right, like in the sense of like, oh, I'm gonna drop consistently. I'm gonna work on this music.
Right.
I'm gonna
reach out
all the time.
approach it different. I'm gonna do features, this, that, like things like that, shows, and yeah.
Were you working with anybody back when you was in Brooklyn like that? It was mostly just you, right?
Yeah.
So when you moved to the Bronx, you were able to kind of like find that like family of artists that you really kind of you needed that. Not like you needed it, but like you had like other people around you who were doing the same thing. That kind of
and it's like, yo, these niggas is dope. These niggas is nice. So I'm like, hell yeah, you feel me? Right up my alley.
Who were some of I guess your inspirations growing up?
I ain't gonna really bring on the old artists because we already know that's
right,
Jay and them.
Of course, the legends.
Nowadays I fuck with Herbo.
Okay.
Yeah, I fuck with my son Herbo. I love G Herbo. I fuck with Young Boy. You feel me? I ain't gonna front. A Boogie. I fuck with A Boogie music. It's like Dirk. It's like a handful of, not everybody. I don't really fuck with everybody, but
Herbo came out today when we were recording this. He was like, "Yeah, I'm one of the best artists out here," and the amount of artists who come through to this show, and talk about Herbo, like in that same sense that Herbo's talking about himself today, is like crazy to me.
Yeah, he's a
not like crazy, but
Yeah, you gotta give people their flowers, man. He definitely opened that Chicago drill. Definitely had a big impact on New York drill,
right?
Hands down,
1,000%. Everybody, like I said, everybody who comes in here, they always talk about Chief Keef, Herbo,
Sosa,
et cetera, et cetera. And that leads. So since we talked about your inspirations, I promised I would do this. Right, I'm gonna call up a friend of ours. Right, 917 Rackz. Yo, shout out Rackz.
Man.
Rackz, if you don't pick up this phone call, I swear to God, bro, don't embarrass me. I told you I was gonna call you.
I fuck with my son Rackz.
Yeah, nah. So when we're recording this, that was fast. Yo, Rackz.
Yo.
I told you. Okay, first of all, say hello to the camera, Rackz. 917 Rackz on the phone. I got Tana here with me, right?
Yo, what's good, my boy? What's good, Brody? My son in the stew.
He's working right now. So Rackz was here the other night talking about, we did a cypher the other night. Shout out V Block. And then he called me last night or today, and he was talking about you. Now, Rackz, I want you to tell him exactly what you told me.
I fake DM him a little bit, some shit like that.
Oh, it was on the DM. Like, you right. My bad.
Hell yeah. I was saying like in that song with TG, he was saying some shit. It gave me like old like Ski X vibes, like show me I'm a liar. I'm like, oh, jacking that. That's like that old. You know what I mean?
Nah, he definitely texted that in the DM.
I'm trying to tell you.
Nah, I really appreciate that, bro. For real, man. I really appreciate that, bro. That ass. Thank you.
Yeah, bro. That's the old sound you bringing back. That shit goated. That ass. I never heard that shit on a drill beat.
You feel me? I'm just trying to be unique, bro. That's why I saw your interview when you was talking to somebody. You was like, everybody sound the same. I'm like, nah, he's not lying. Like somebody, you come in, you gotta be different. Switch it up, bro.
That ass,
respectfully.
Bro. Hell yeah. Shout out to him, man. Shout out on the
Nah, definitely shout out 917 Rackz, bro. Definitely the GOAT.
Rackz, I appreciate you, brother. I'ma holla at you.
Facts.
Say goodbye to the camera, Rackz. Rackz, peace, bro. Nah, because Rackz and I were talking about that earlier because he was really excited when I told him last night that you were coming here today, and he actually and I like that record too. But when he kind of he explained to me his thinking about it, and I went back and I listened to it again, I was like, damn, bro, like, because I don't think he mentioned this, but he said like he even compared you a little bit to like Ski Mask, Slump God, right? And he was like just like that raw energy, and like he mentioned X and shit like that, like, and I went back and I was like, damn, like he's right on the nail. He's in like the nail on the head with that.
No, I really appreciate that. That's why I be trying to bring to my music. Like, it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I hate listening to 3 songs in a row and everybody sound the same. It's like,
Facts.
I don't really want to dance. It don't make me want to move. You feel me? It's like music. We talk what we talk about, but it make you want to move your feet and nod your head a little bit. You know, so it's like energy. I try to bring a raw energy to my music, to my sound.
Right.
You know, trying to that energy to bring it. You know, like deliver it the right way.
And you've been saying that like you've been really like rapping, like, you know, you were talking about like you've been rapping about what you've been rapping around for mad long, which obviously is like your experiences in the streets, things that have happened to you. Are you still continuing on that path, like with this new music? Because I know you were saying that you were gonna like switch up a little bit with some of it.
I'm definitely switching it up. It's like we talked about what we talked about already. So now I want to touch on like why we talk about what we talk about, like, you know, things that happen, not streetwise, like things that happen in my life and other people's lives, and people, you know, trying to make people relate, you know, like tell my side of the, like a real painful story, you know how that go.
Right, like some real pain music over drill beats, I'm assuming.
Over drill beats, definitely. If any other beat, drill beats, but I really want to do drill beats particular to show them that we could do it a different way with the drill beats. Like drill's never gonna die.
No, I don't think it's gonna die either. And you know, it's crazy because we were having this well, obviously we were in here a little bit before with Upper Class and Drewski. Shout out to them. And I've been having this conversation a lot recently with people. And like, you know, there was a lot of people who thought that, you know, everybody a month ago was trying to say that we were canceling drill, which obviously is not true. That's not at all what we said. But what I like about what's happened these past couple weeks, like, because we all know like Favi dropped that record with Kanye and Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys is on a fucking drill beat. But I think that like drill music right now is like if you look at any type of hip hop, right, or you look at any form of music ever, right, the early stages of the genre, the early stages of what's happening is always hated. People always like, fuck this. Like if we look at like, let's look at like Uzi, Juice WRLD, and X back in like 2016, 2017. Yo, people was like, oh, pills.
Right.
Like,
Absolutely.
this is bad. Like, this devil music, this and that. And, you know, obviously, God rest X, Juice, Peep, all those that we lost along the way. But Lil Uzi Vert, as being one of those artists, and Lil Yachty, and like, you know, people like that who are still around, they're some of the biggest artists to this day.
Number one on Billboard still. And
look how influential they became to the point where like that type of music became, in a sense, what's the word I'm looking for? Like mainstream. Like you have people that you have like Korean pop stars getting on like Juice WRLD tracks nowadays.
Crazy.
I just think that we're in those early stages of what the genre is going to become, and that's why there's so much controversy and other things about it, because people don't really get it
absolutely. You know, it's unique. You know, it's unique, and that's why right now I love what's going on, because it's like it's so much you could just create. You know, you watch it. You just gotta watch. You just gotta be in tune, because it's so much beautiful stuff going on with this drill music right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like Alicia Keys is on a drill beat, and Kanye
crazy.
West is on a drill beat.
So,
like who would ever like if you went back 2 months ago and you had somebody came up to us and was like, Kanye West and Alicia Keys are gonna be on a drill beat in a couple months, I would have been like,
and look,
you fucking lying.
They're not talking about, you know.
Well, yeah.
So
it's
that's
different.
what I'm trying to say. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
There's other things that you could talk about on it, but like, you know, what
how you gonna do it? Some people don't got the skill to. How you gonna do it? How you gonna approach this beat? What you gonna say on this beat?
Right.
You know?
It's literally just kind of about breaking that mold of like of course, the perception of what drill music is right now, but then 2, having all the artists, you know, the ones from Brooklyn, the ones from the Bronx, the ones from Chicago, the UK, evolving to like that next level and like breaking through that barrier of what it was going to be. You know, I always say when we talk about that barrier, you always got to talk about Pop. And, you know, God rest his soul.
And he was doing it.
He was doing it.
So you on board? You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like,
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know, that's what I'm trying to do. It's like show them that we could be different.
Yeah,
you know.
Son had fucking like Burna Boy, Karol G. I'm trying to think of
Burna Boy. I fuck with Burna Boy.
I'm like thinking of all the other like crazy artists he had on his album that weren't like New York artists. You know what I'm saying? Like there is that lane, and I feel like, you know, if he didn't pass away, the genre would be further than it is right now.
So,
but now I feel like with the conversation things going on, like I feel like a lot of y'all are all on the similar page, whether y'all fuck with each other or not. Yeah. To the point where it's like, okay, now I feel like that the genre is about to get there. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is for y'all to release some music and kind of get it going and shit. So I'm excited for this next era of what you're working on right now.
Yeah, I definitely got a project coming up. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I can't give y'all no names or anything, but I definitely got a project coming up, and y'all definitely could look forward to that.
Different from Waiting List.
Different from Waiting List.
So how is this project different from Waiting List?
Waiting List was more of a melodic.
Okay.
Drill, I want to say, if I'm trying to say. So that was more of a melodic drill. And now I'm giving you the rugged, raw, you know, but still in a good way.
Word. And we got like some records for the ladies on there.
Yes.
We got some shit for the summertime, I'm assuming.
Yes, all that. Y'all gonna survive.
Is there anybody outside of like, you know, obviously, you know, you got your crew of people around you, but is there anybody outside your crew of people that you really kind of want to get up with this year, maybe for the project, something else?
I ain't gonna lie, my boy Rackz, I really want to get with Rackz. That's
917
my boy.
Rackz, there you go.
Boy. I know me and him gonna make something different.
Yeah.
Pain only lasts me a minute.
Nah, I'm gonna play you some shit he gave. I don't know if it's still on the computer, but maybe I'll see if I can play you some shit he gave me the other night. But yeah, now Rackz got like that different type of.
Yeah.
He got the vision too.
Yeah.
He got the vision too, and like taking it to that like next level and shit like that. But I'm excited for the project, man. So it'll be out before the summertime.
Definitely.
Do we have anything else? Oh, we got the video with you and TG out now. We got some more.
Out now.
Some more
Go
heat with
tune
you and
into
TG.
that. Tune into that.
We're recording this the day before it comes out. We don't have a name for it yet, but it's but it's on his YouTube page or
right,
TG's
right.
YouTube page.
Go run cause you weight up too. You saw that weight?
Yes,
TGP.
yes, that shit fire.
Yeah.
That
Look,
shit
that's just a little
taste,
teaser.
yeah.
You feel what I'm trying to say? Like,
I gotta hit him about that too, because I meant to hit him and tell him that I love that shit. That shit was fire. But
Definitely.
we're gonna have you do the freestyle. It might be out right now. If it's out, make sure you go check that.
Yep.
Before we sign off here for the day, anything else you want to let them know? This camera right here, and let them know where to follow you at.
follow my IG, The Real TTS Tana, or you could just go type in TTS Tana. I'm on all platforms, iTunes, Spotify, you name it, I'm there. Go tune in to me. I'm about to go kill this shit for y'all right now.
Boom, there you have it. TTS Tana on the radar. Appreciate you, bro.
Thanks for having me, Gabe.
Love, man.
Love.